Hello. How is everyone today? I'm gonna hang out here till I get a few people on. And there we go. How is everyone? Get a better view. Got some fun flowers we'll do today. Here we go. Try to turn on another light. It is dark in here today. We're doing some botanical drawings, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm laughing because my dog is outside of my door, and he takes the ball and he drops the ball from the top of the stairs, and you can hear it hit every step on the way down, and then he runs down the stairs and he gets it. He's a very goofy puppy. So I'm gonna start out with a French pussy willow. It's just a leaf, and I'm gonna just dive in and get started because I don't know who is joining us. I changed it up a little bit from Zentangles just to give us a little break. Got another light source right there. So we're gonna almost close our leaf off. And as a matter of fact, your stem does not have to be that wide. That's pretty wide. Our second step is to bring it down. Yeah, I think if I had to do that again, I'd bring it in a little smaller. Ah, that looks better. And then give yourself room. They don't have to come the whole way out. We're going to add a little bit of flare on the ends. So once we have that side done, we're going to cut across, go the other side. Again, not coming the whole way to the end of the leaf. But close to the end. So here's our next step. Just do the other side. And hi everyone. Getting some viewers here. And then anyway, what we're gonna do is just go and add some little details onto our veins there. Maybe this one we add a little line there. Hey Patricia, nice to have you back. I love that I'm getting some regular visitors. Makes me happy. I appreciate you guys coming and joining in. So on this side, kind of gonna do the same thing. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. You can do whatever you think looks good. Maybe this one will make a little longer. Something like that. And don't forget, maybe a little Y shape there. and something like that. Everyone can be different. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing. You can create your own version. So that's a French pussy willow leaf. We'll do a couple more. You can go over it with pencil, colored pencil, marker. It could, turn into a black and white design. If you were here for our Zentangles, maybe you, oh, that's a good one. Maybe you make these leaves and do different tangle patterns in there. That's all. Have a little fun with it. Here's what I did with some of the ones I shared yesterday. You can see I still have some pencil drawings there, but I'm playing around with watercolors. I'm not very good at it. And so I did some of the botanical drawings that we did yesterday, and started filling them in with watercolors, just playing around. So, be creative when you're learning these things, and, apply them to different things. That might be a note, that I send to a friend. I've been trying to do a little more. Hi, Nancy. I've been trying to send a little more mail and cards and stuff to friends, because I think it's always nice to get something in the mail. So there's our next one. Catalapa? I don't know if I'm saying that right. This one I had to do a... not this one. The next one I had to do a couple times because I wasn't very good at it. So our first step, give yourself your stem. You can have a little curve at the top. And then think kind of a heart shape. And then I'm going to come down. And there we have it. So I'm going to close that. And what I'll do next, I'm just going to thicken my stem out a little bit. And I did a little circle on the end. You don't have to do that. And this one's really easy. It's similar to the silver leaf that we did yesterday. You got some circles. I'm making mine a little bit bigger. You can go bigger, you can go smaller. You can add more than what I'm adding if you would prefer. And I'm gonna change them up a little bit on this side. I don't necessarily like that one touching, so I'm gonna fix that. Just more of an aesthetic thing. I don't like how it looks. And then maybe some little freckles on our leaf there. And we'll add some more. Just some little dots at the top. As simple as that. Okay, any questions? I feel like I'm moving right along today. I want to get to the flowers. They're the best part. I think this one is called Renali. This was the one that I had a difficult time with, just to get it to look nice. So again, we're going to start with our stem, and this one has a very short stem. So what we do is we come up, little point, another little point, come up, another little point, come up, another little point, and then we're gonna come up there. I didn't make mine perfect. I gave it just a little line in there so it wasn't perfectly straight. You can see I paused there. Sometimes it's okay to stop and think about these things. So now I'm going to try and do the opposite side. This is where I either do better or worse. See? Worse. I'm going to come down from the top and see if I have any better luck. I'm going to do what makes you comfortable. And then I'll join there. There we go. Much better. That works. So that's the start. If you're joining in, say hi. I have two of my regular friends here with me today. So if you're new, just say hi. So what we're going to do next is we're going to throw in some more lines. They don't have to be perfect. You can space them out. I'm actually going to move my other light source here. 3, I'll throw 5 in there. That looks good. And then what we can do now is that we got that finished. We'll bring that up through the top. And then we're going to go on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not done yet. We got one more step. So now that we have those lines in, now these ones you do keep pretty even, meaning same amount on both sides. And then we're going to go in and give these lines some thickness. All right. Take your time with these. And if you need me to go slower, give me a shout here. And I'll be happy to slow things up for you. Ranley, maybe? I don't know how to say that one. It just kind of looked fun. I have like over 200 designs I could share with you. I'm just kind of starting at the beginning because I think they get more challenging as we move forward. But I thought this would be a nice break from our Zentangles. Although I like our Zentangles. I might go back there next week. We'll see. Or if there's something that you might like to see and I can share with you, let me know. I always said I was like a jack of all trades, master of none. There's a lot of things I know how to do. A lot of things I love to do. So I'd be happy to share that with you if it's something you think you want to see. I think I will do 2 more leaf designs for you. This one's real easy. And then we'll jump onto some flowers. My dogs are downstairs barking. It's almost dinner time. 4 o'clock was not a good time for me to choose to do this class. So we have our stem. This one's not as thick as some of them have been. And whenever you get your leaf drawn, take your stem up the whole way through. And then what we can do, we're just going to give a little bit of thickness there. And here's the fun part. You're going to add some circles. They can be really random and sporadic. Maybe you have some close together. And you can carry them throughout your leaf there. So whenever you have the one side where you like it, go in and do the other one. And get it to where you like it. And once you have all those little dots in there, I'll throw one more. This one is called Freckle Face. I think I'm probably picking them based on names because some of them are fun and I've never heard of them. You know, drawing flowers and leaves and things are not my strong suit, so I've been practicing and trying to get better at it. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. I hope you're enjoying this. And again, if there's something else you'd like to see, you know, let me know. I might be able to help you out. So this one was one of my favorite ones. Kind of a backwards C shape. Not even close to a C shape, but you know, think of a smile. Give it a nice smile. And then we're going to go in and throw our leaves. This one's I think pretty easy. There's one leaf. Try to leave room for 4 leaves on each side. So sometimes what I like to do is I might go and give myself some marks. Don't need much of a stem. Maybe this leaf comes like this. Hi, Will. He's joining in again today. And then I'm going to bounce to the other side and do my second one. And that almost looks like a flower in itself. Okay, so I'm going to jump down to my second row here. And maybe this one is kind of easy here. Simple, almost like a triangle shape. A little curve there. And if you need to move your pencil, your paper, your sketchbook to make yourself comfortable, go ahead. A little curve there. And maybe we'll close that one. Second to last row, similar triangle, maybe with a curved bottom. Opposite side, maybe we'll do a little curve there, little curve there, and closed. Does anyone guess what this one is? Do you have any flower enthusiasts out there? I'm just going to make my stem a little longer. And here's our last set of leaves for our flower. You know, you can really take this and do it any way you want. Give yourself different leaves. So I had no guesses. This one is ginkgo. Our next step, once we get all the leaves in, is pretty simple. We're going to go in and just give ourselves some details in the leaves. So maybe in some places you go really long and short. Maybe 2 long ones. You know, you figure out what you like and what looks best for your drawing. I'll make that one a little longer. There we go. A little bit of design there. And then we're almost done. One of our last steps is to just go in and we're going to add these little stems here. We'll say there. So I'm just kind of switching it up, going opposite sides. And our last and final step, adding little circles. So there you have ginkgo, and we are finished. A little more detail, a little more time consuming for that one. But it's pretty. It turned out really well. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I think, let me do a time check here. We're going to go and do some flowers. So let me open up my other sketchbook here. This one is a little more challenging. So we'll start out with our most difficult one first. Circle in the center. And a petal. And then what I like to do, go to the bottom. And then the sides. Oh, maybe that's not how I want to do it. There we go. Almost like a star shape. There we have it. And friends, I'm going to fix this one because I think it should be a little wider. There we go. Okay. So we have 6 petals there. And then what we're going to do next is in between these petals, we're going to add another layer of petals. Oh, that one looks a little silly. Okay. Again, don't be afraid to move your paper. Get yourself comfortable. So then maybe what we can do here is find spaces that need filled in with some more petals. So I'm going to put some in there. Maybe I'll throw one in here. Maybe one here. Maybe one here. Give myself a nice rounded flower. I think we need one there too. Okay. And this is a China Aster. Does that look familiar to anybody? That one is a little more time consuming. And I think, you know, you have to get your petals your starting petals just right to get that design as accurate as you can. So don't worry, the next couple are pretty easy. So we will move on. This one I like. You may have seen this one when we were doing our Zentangles. So what you do is you start in the center and give yourself, whoops, that's not where I wanted to finish. Bear with me, guys. It's been a long day. Okay, so I'm going to go around one more time, and then I'm going to come over here. So a closed swirl. And then our next step is to come down in a U shape and back up. Now we can give her a stem. And I'll make my stem a little bit bigger. And how about some petals, leaves. Oh my goodness. And then what you can do. Give yourself some veins on those leaves if you'd like. And you can draw this a little bigger. I kind of went a little small here. And there you have it. A simple rose. That's my kind of rose. That one was real easy. And actually, I really like this next one too because it's easy. Xanthus. And this is actually 3 individual flowers. So you kind of go with a U shape, but bring your edges out a little bit more. And then I'm trying to watch here. Let me move my hand so you guys can see. I kind of reference that to almost your seagull that you would draw when you were in elementary school. Kind of how I relate to it. So we're going to come here and do a smaller one. Remember, you kind of flare your edges out. Like, start out like a U, but flare your edges out. And then maybe we'll do a bigger one over here. There we go. So this one usually has 3. And then what our next step is a little, let's say a fancy triangle or another U shape at the bottom. You can bring them to a point if you'd like. I kind of did, I kind of didn't. This one I didn't really do that with. But you can bring them to a little point. And then what we can do is gather them together. So you could really do a bunch of these. I think when I looked these up, these were like a light, I could do purple and pink maybe. And finally our detail. I'm trying to just add some little Pretty little veins in there. And maybe we'll do 3 for the smaller one. There you have it. It's a nice little design. It would be a good filler if you were drawing in lots of flowers. So what we're going to do next, one of my favorites, my gram always had these growing on her porch. I always thought they were so pretty. Because they would grow up her posts. She always had blue ones. So Morning Glory. Draw yourself a Y shape. Okay. And then what you're going to do here is give yourself a circle, but it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. And then give yourself a little center. And then our next step is it could be a U shape. Mine looks more like a V. And then give yourself kind of like an oval shape. Maybe close it at the end. And then what you can do, similar to what we just did with our other flower, give yourself a few little veins there, and same thing, give yourself some little lines in the center here. Give ourselves a couple. It's easy. It's a real quick sketch of Morning Glory. Someone just gave me a heart, thanks. My grandmother always had these blue Morning Glories, and they were just always so pretty. I'm hoping to have some here soon at my house. Just, I don't know, I just always liked them. I just always thought they were so pretty. So I actually might have time for another one. I'm trying to see which ones I sketched out for today. We're gonna do another rose next. This time we're gonna do an English rose. It's a little bit more complicated than the other one, but still fairly easy. I always feel like if I can do it, anybody can. So I'm starting wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry guys, I bumped my phone. Kind of a curved line. Get yourself a shape like that, and then pick up here, and it's going to come up a little higher. Okay. And then what I want you to do is we're going to connect the tops. So something like that. My left end might be a little lower, but I'm going to work with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another petal. So I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to come over, and I'm going to kind of curve down. You can, I think, see that. Not the most perfect rose, but I'm not good at really drawing flowers, I don't think, so I'm content with being a beginner and learning. So throw this line in, and then what I want you to do is we're going to come down here, and we're going to add some greenery in it. So we're just going to add some little leaves here. Well, not leaves. I don't know what they're called. I do not have a green thumb, folks, so I apologize for my lack of vocabulary when it comes to flowers. So once you have that done, You can kind of come in there, give yourself a stem. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, maybe you got a thorn or two on your rose. And what I want you to do next is we're going to come over here. I'm going to try and keep my hand out of the way so you can see. Similar to what we did, we're going to come across to the top. You don't have to take your pencil off if you don't want, but I did to show you what I'm doing. And then what I like to do is kind of bring it in to a little swirl there. And then if you wanted to, you could add a little line in there, maybe for some petals, who knows. And there's our English rose. You know, these are usually done in about like 6 steps or more. Kind of keep it nice and simple. And I'm at time today. I try to keep these classes to 30 minutes or less. And, you know, I enjoy having you guys. Oh, I did prepare one more. I think what I'll do though is I'll stop here, and we will pick up tomorrow. Whoops. I had another book keeping my sketchbook open. We will pick up tomorrow, you know, with some more botanical sketches. And I think next week I'll jump back into Zentangles. You know, feel free to share your sketches with me. You can add them in the comments, or you can message them to us if you're too shy to share with everybody. I appreciate you guys joining me today. I look forward to this half hour every day. And thanks, Kylie. Yeah, the roses turned out pretty good. I definitely can't draw flowers, but I do like the easy step by step for the roses. Have a wonderful day, everyone. It is a very weird day here in Pennsylvania. I've had snow and rain and sleet and all kinds of fun weather outside my window. But have a wonderful day, and make sure you follow all of our museums on Facebook. We're all doing different programming, and you might, you know, find something else that you like on another one of our SAMA pages. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.